Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to solve for you question 10 from lab 1 that already I uploaded for you on the blackboard. Let's read the question together. The axial stress sigma in a structural member is the force divided by the cross-sectional area of that member. So sigma equals to N over A. Let's look here at this picture. So if I want to calculate the stress, I need to divide the force on this member or in this object over the cross-sectional area. And if you look here, the cross-sectional area, it is what? It is a circle. So I need to divide the force over the area of the circle. So now let's read the question here. Write C++ program that reads the force N in Newton and the radius in centimeter of the circular cross-section, and then output the stress value. Remember here there is an important thing written for you. The SI unit for the stress is the Pascal, which is equivalent to 1 Newton force per square meter unit area. So in any problem like this, we need to understand what is the thing that we are trying to do. As I told you here, or from the question, we are trying to calculate the stress, which is equal to the force over the area. But now I need to understand what is the input that I will have here in this problem. If we look at the question again, here it told us that it will read the force in Newton and the radius in centimeter. So now we know that the user is going to enter two things, the force and the radius. But let's focus a little bit on the units. Here, it told me that the SI unit for the stress is the Pascal, which is 1 Newton per square meter. And here, the user is going to enter the radius in centimeter, which means that after I get the force and the radius, I need to convert the radius into meter and then calculate the area of the circle and finally calculate the sigma or the stress. So if I ask you what are the steps that you are going to use to solve this problem, the first step will be to display a message for the user asking him to enter the force and the radius. The second step is to convert the radius from centimeter to meter. Then you are going to calculate the area of a circle, and from the previous question, question 9, you can know that the area equals to pi r square. After calculating the area, you are going to calculate the stress, which is force over area. Finally, you are going to display the result of the stress for the user. So let's go to the software and write the code. So we said first that we are going to display a message for the user. It means using the cout. And the message, please enter radius and force. Now I will read the inputs, which are the radius and the force, using the object Cn. So of course now I need to write the variable name, and still I did not declare it, so just I will go to declare some variables. We know that the radius and the force can be with a floating point number, so we can use a float or double. So I can put here float. R stands for radius and F stands for force. So here I will enter the radius and the force together. After I entered them, now it's turn to convert the radius into centimeter. For that you have two ways. You can use the same variable and update it by just writing R equal R over 100. Or you can have here another variable and then come in here and write the new variable equal to R over 100. So whatever you are doing, then you are going to use this variable which is here that contains the value of the converted radius into meter. Then now I need to calculate the area, so I need another variable A. Area equals, we said, equals to pi times r squared. So I need to declare the pi variable, and remember the pi value, it's constant, so I need to use the constant declaration for a variable. And so area equal to pi times, now I will use this variable as I told you, which contains the converted value, times r times r. Then I need to calculate the stress. So here I can have stress variable. So stress equals to what? Equal to the force that the user input over the area that we just calculated for the cross-sectional part of the member. Finally, now I finished with my equations. Just I will display out the value of the stress for the user. So the stress equals, and then now I need to output its value. Finally, we can just put an end line, and that's it. Let's try to run the program together. So here it's asking from me the radius and the force. 2 for the radius, let's say for the force 45, and this is here the stress over this object. Thank you. See you next time.